The Sheffield Steelers maintain their place at the top of the Elite League with a 4-2 victory last night in Nottingham. With their nearest rivals Cardiff also winning, the Steelers can't afford any slip-ups. But tonight they face the man who has been their nemesis so often this season. Brian Stewart and the Coventry Blaze have been a tough matchup for the men in orange in league play. Coventry have won on their last 2 visits to Sheffield and can confirm their place in the playoffs ahead of Manchester with another 2 points tonight. For Sheffield, a win eliminates 3 teams and means the title race is down to just themselves and the Devils. Matthew Wahr's score of 2 goals last night now leads the team in that department and is likely to be a key figure again tonight. Opening face-off comes back the way of the Sheffield Steelers. We're underway here on a Sunday night. The Steelers in orange attacking the goal to the right, visiting Coventry Blaze in white and blue.
Yeah, it is. Something that we don't talk about a lot is defensive zone face-offs, and winning them are really, really key.
Mosienko. Coyle. O'Connor. Back for Coyle. Has he got a lane to shoot through? He has, and it's gone all the way through! It hit some bodies in front. It may have caught a piece of Stewart, but the Steelers have got the power play goal and the opener they crave.
Yeah, again, Tyler Mosienko, for me, starts all this play off by taking it behind the net. He has a look, he has a couple of different options. He goes back up to the point, and then you kind of have the Steelers make sure their assignments kind of align in front of Stewart. Matthew Wahr, I think, bats that down between the legs of Stewart and puts it in. Yeah. Again, we go back to what we said before this game started on how do you beat Brian Stewart. You unsight him, you get traffic in front. That's got to be the MO of the Sheffield Steelers tonight. They've done it early, and they made the Coventry Blaze pay.
This one blocked by Noble, didn't get anywhere near the goal.
No, they had a really dangerous option in Mosienko. He'd actually got goal side of Godfrey behind him, so if they just squeaked that puck through as another shot.
Debian moves it on, Stewart makes the save, Debian spins, couldn't get his shot away. Some of the crowd wanted a penalty, big blast, goal!
Yeah, real nice shot from the point. Ben O'Connor, I think, let this go. Yeah, the Blaze have really struggled here, John. They've not been able to prevent the Steelers from getting in and around the slot. And then when that hasn't worked, they've moved it up high. The traffic's still there, as you can see, from Debian and I think Noble on the right side of defence. And Brian Stewart can't see that until it's gone over the shoulder.
2 goals in 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
What you see the Sheffield Steelers are doing there on the power play, John, they've clearly identified they need to unsight Stewart. They've got the puck at the point, they've got 2 men in front of net. Now, that doesn't give a lot of passing options to the point guy, but if he can get that shot through, as we'll see another one go upstairs.
It's O'Connor again with another absolute ripper.
Well, just as I was saying, you put traffic in front of net, good things happen. 3 goals from the Sheffield Steelers tonight, 2 directly from the point. The Blaze are really in some trouble now.
A statement of intent from the Sheffield Steelers. They are going at 100 miles an hour, just like that shot towards the Elite League title. 3 goals in less than 12 minutes. No penalty behind the play. Here comes Tate. Again, the pass is just behind its target. The Blaze will force their way onto it and make things work. Jorgensen through traffic, it hits Pintz high, comes out dangerously, and it's there, it's been swept in. Tate has got a goal.
Yeah, Ashley Tate in front. I don't think he's had the best of nights so far. He's had pucks go off his stick, passes behind, but this is a really good way for him to get back in the game. That shot up high from Jorgensen's caused Pinch and the Steelers all kinds of problems. The boxing out's weak, there's nominal stick coverage, and then it just kind of falls out. A bit of puck luck off O'Connor, right to Ashley Tate, and he scores against his former club. And to be honest with you, John, I'm surprised that the Blaze have managed to get one this period, but that will mean the world to them going into the dressing room. It's so much better to be only 3-1 down than 3-0. They've broken the duck. That will get in Marek Pinch's head, and all of a sudden the identity and the DNA of this hockey game changes. We see a pretty good line of what Colin Eddy would have seen, albeit a fair few more feet in the air, but he really needed to put that one in the back of the net.
Vesberg still with it on the backhand side, spins to forehand, back post, and it's jammed in. The Steelers have got the goal, and it's Ferrara.
That's a big goal for the youngster. The Blaze send Vesberg in behind the net. They have a couple of guys in the slot. Ferrara's on the back door. Tanaka loses his man. And then this puck will just squirt on through to Ferrara. He will make no mistake on the second time of asking after Stewart initially got a little bit on to stop it. That unknown quantity, isn't he, Thomas Nesbitt? He kind of flies under the radar a lot. But, you know, a big goal for him there, the former Elmira Jackal.
Power play Blaze. Shot comes through and it goes all the way through. Pince is beaten. There was a crowd in front. And the Blaze have got themselves a second.
Yeah, and it's that power play line for the Coventry Blaze that consists of all 5 forwards. As we have a look again, I'm pretty sure this comes from similar to what the Steelers did. The Blaze get some traffic out in front. It's that man, Jordan Petrus, who has the hot stick. That puck's not sitting flat either. That's bobbling up. You've got Bruton, Robinson, Coyle, and Hewitt. They're all providing a screen on Pinch. You can see his reaction is to put his hands in the air. Guys, I couldn't see it. Yeah, he's come out hitting in this period. Zach Fitzgerald looked to make a big bump along the half-wall area with Drew Fisher in the last shift. And the supplementary action after that lost a bit of his equipment. But I was praising him in the second period for being a kind of franchise player. Plays big minutes in key situations, and he'll see a lot of ice time, I think, in this period as a shutdown guy.
Not a lot of goalmouth action and not a lot of stoppages here in the early stages. That shot has gone through! The Blaze are right back in this one now.
Yeah, Chris Bruton, this is a broken play. Lazon bumps awkwardly with O'Connor. O'Connor tries to backhand it clear. Bruton gloves it at the blue line, drops it in front of him. I think this puck is bobbling when he hits it as well. Yeah, look at that. A knuckle puck that just eludes Pinch under the arm. That's such a horrible one for the Steelers netminder to give up. You know, Josh Godfrey said the next goal is going to be key. If the Blaze can score early, they are right back in it. They've done that. We talked about the tension of the building and the Sheffield Steelers fan base, and that's now just going to get worse. We have a whole new hockey game. 1 goal in it, 17:24 to play.
Walker. That pass has got tipped and it was just kept away from Petrus. Important intervention from the Steelers.
Yeah, it was an interesting play there, John. It could have gone both ways as the Steelers will get one in the slot and a couple of
It's going to be a penalty as well. Was trying to burst his way between two.
Yeah, he did a good job of drawing contact there from Jorgensen and Petrus as he got himself a grade A route to the net right up the gut.
Stromberg. Eddie's waiting at the back door. Stromberg throws it out and the shot is blocked. Hits high on the glass but stays in play.
I was just keeping an eye on what Boris Valabic was doing there. He was in a position where if any Steeler came up the gut, he could take them away. He was also in a position to take away Colin Eddy, but he's going to have to come into action again here now as the Steelers come back in transition.
Trying to catch the Blaze in the middle of a line change. Stromberg. Looking for that pass, feeds it out into the crease. The puck is sitting there, it's tucked away under Stewart. And there were bodies all over, and Valabic wants to get into the face of Levi Nelson.
Yeah, some pushing and shoving. I think it's Jim Jorgensen and a Steeler. It's just sportsmanship from Valabic here. Obviously, he wants to wind Levi Nelson. And Levi Nelson's, I think, the top Steelers point scorer against the Coventry Blaze. He's just going to make sure he's honest. He's not going in deep on Brian Stewart.
Final few seconds of Steelers power play. There might be time for one more shot. Here it comes. It's tipped in! 1 second left on the power play. And the Steelers have got their 2-goal lead back. And you can feel the sigh of relief all around this building.
You know what, John, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Steelers go high-low, back to high again, point shot, traffic in front, there's the tip. And the Sheffield Steelers have got that 2-goal lead back with 8 and a big hunk of change to play. That's a really, really good play from them.
Stewart completely taken out of the play by the huge deflection. And the Sheffield Steelers have their 3rd power play goal of the game.
They made a clean pass across. You know, even late in the game, you need to make sure your fundamentals are on point as the Blaze still have a lifeline, although Valabic taking that penalty will suck that all away.
And Dowd gets up to have a word back, but he's already done his job, and Valabic will sit for 2.
Yes, I understand that Valabic's going to be really frustrated here, but for his team's aspirations of coming back into it, that's a bad penalty to take. He needs to, if he's going to bump him, make it clean, not get tangled up. Yeah, I don't see the Sheffield Steelers losing this one now.
Steelers haven't scored 4 power play goals in a league game this season. They could break new ground tonight if they can get another power play goal here. That one was tipped. Again, Mosienko, and he's going to score! Because the puck came to him off the rebound. The right man at the right time. And the Steelers will get the 2 points tonight for sure.
Once again, there's a low-high tip in the slot there from the man, Tyler Mosienko. Matthew Wars first to this puck. Tries to beat Stewart near side. And then he pokes it in as the puck's got by Jorgensen. A frustrated Coventry Blaze. Ryan Stewart's off camera right now. He's broke his goalie stick and he's furious. It's a 6-3 hockey game. It could have easily been a lot closer. And Tyler Mosienko with 2, Ben O'Connor with 2. 2 guys who are back for this next year for the Steelers. And the difference in the game.
A big win was needed against a Coventry Blaze side that we've struggled against all season, but tonight we found a way to win, Coach.
Well, it's 3 games to go, well, there was before tonight, and it doesn't matter who you're playing, whether it's Coventry Blaze, the Edmonton Oilers, whoever, Solihull Barons, it doesn't matter. You know, if we want to retain this championship, we've got to go and we've got to do a job. And, you know, the power play was going today, and we talked about that. We've worked extensively on it for the last 2 weeks, well, the last 28 weeks actually, but we were very direct tonight. We wanted to get that traffic direct, get pucks to the net, and Ben got us going with 2 great shots and great net presence by Wazi there. And, you know, and I felt that, I just felt that 3-0 up, that they won't go away. We wanted that 4th goal, you know, but we took our foot off the gas last minute. I mean, we've conceded so many late goals at the end of periods against these guys, and that's just, you know, mental preparation, and we have to be a little bit smarter. But we, you know, they brought it back to 3-2, but you know what, we didn't panic. You know, we bent a little bit, but we didn't break today. And then we went on and the power play took over again.
Big games coming up, of course, next weekend. It's about rest and recuperation and focusing now on those last few games for the Steelers.
Well, this is the first time in months and months and months that we've had a full roster, even though Fret is out. But that we've had, you know, everybody back in the lineup. And we, you know, Nottingham yesterday was a huge win for us. I mean, we went 4 blocks of wingers and 3 centremen, 6D, because we don't quite have 4 lines. But you can see the energy that gives us. And you can see how we finished both games yesterday and today. And, you know, they're a 4-line team in Nottingham. And, you know, and we finished the stronger teams. And that's all about our fitness and our shape and getting bodies back on the ice so you can use your full bench.
Cheers, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thank you.